Hi, my name is Thimbaduma, and today I'll be going over elements and compounds. It is a known fact that all organisms are composed of basic matter. A matter is essentially defined as anything that takes up space and has mass. And matter consists of elements, which are the most basic type of substances and cannot be broken down into any other constituent substances. And there are 92 naturally occurring elements. The symbol of elements usually has the first letter or two of the name. For example, hydrogen is H, oxygen is O, fluorine is F. However, there's some other examples like sodium, which have Na as their symbol because of Latin or Greek derivations. On this slide, I'll be going over compounds. So compounds are essentially substances that consist of two or more elements and have them in a fixed ratio. One basic example is table salt or sodium chloride, which is denoted as NaCl. It has sodium chloride and chlorine in a 1:1 ratio, and this is a fixed ratio that never changes. One interesting fact to note about compounds, and especially sodium chloride for example, is that pure sodium is a metal, and chlorine by itself is a poisonous gas. But when you mix the two together, you get table salt, which is edible. And this is an example of emergent properties, as you might have heard from a previous lecture, because the characteristics of the compound cannot be explained just by breaking it down into its constituent substances. The emergent properties arise because of the complexity of the system. On this slide, I'll be going over elements and how they relate to life in general. CHON, which is usually the acronym to describe the elements that make up around 96% of living matter, denotes carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. And there are other elements such as calcium, phosphorus, potassium, and sulfur that account for much of the remaining 4% of the body. However, there are also trace elements, which are less than 0.01% of the total matter. And some examples of these include boron, copper, and fluorine or iodine and iron. I hope this video explained elements and compounds. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.